everyone, welcome back to another lesson. Based on the feedback from my YouTube subscriber, I decided to make some improvement to my YouTube lesson. This lesson will provide some free learning materials and analysis of the score for your revision. So I will prompt you to make some screenshot along the way during this lesson, and that is good for your exam revision. Make sure you keep watching until the end of this video so that it will benefit your music theory learning. Before I continue, please do me a favor to subscribe and click like so that my channel can continue to be sponsored by YouTube, and that will encourage me to publish more free lessons in future. You have already done so, please help to share with your friends who can benefit from it. Today I'm going to work on one of the Grade 8 Music Theory Question 2 Piano Composition by Granados. This piece made me recall and remember the pieces that I have learned during my music study in the college. Instead of Chopin, Beethoven or Mozart, my piano teacher likes to recommend some rare repertoires and composers that seldom played by pianists. Granados is one of them. I was so fascinated by this Spanish composer until I played and memorized all 6 of his Goyescas. And I played number 4 and 5 for my final year end recital. And actually I wanted to play all 6 pieces, but I was not allowed to do so because to play for a recital you need to play very balanced pieces, you know, like from Baroque, classical, romantic, 20th century. You cannot play all pieces from the same composer, okay? So if you are interested, you can go and listen. So I only played number 4 and 5. You can find them in my YouTube playlist under my recital. I like them so much that I managed to memorize them within a shorter period of time. You can take a listen later, okay? They have an interesting title called Maiden and the Nightingale, and number 5 is the Maiden's Love and Death. So please allow me to share some stories about Granados' Goyescas. The story of Goyescas is based on a series of 6 paintings from Francisco Goya's early career. So there's a very interesting story behind this painting, and Granados was inspired by all this painting, just like Mussorgsky's picture at the exhibition. You know, there's a very famous piece like this. So this is also very similar like that. It's based on a series of 6 paintings from Goya's early career, and his painting is inspired by the love triangle that is formed by 3 aristocrat men and women. There's a tension, they are high and culminate in the 2 guys seeking to fight a duel. Later, the woman Rosalia sings a mournful ballad to a nightingale as she feels she will lose her lover. In the end, one of the men, Fernando, is fatally wounded in the fight, and Rosalia sang to the nightingale and professed her love to him. So that's why the number 4 is Goyesca is called Maiden and the Nightingale. Then later on, when Fernando, her lover, then dies in her arms, that is the story behind number 5, the Maiden's Love and Death. And you can consider this if you are preparing for your diploma piano exam, because these Goyescas by Granados are in the diploma repertoire list, okay, in both ATCL and LTCL standard. If you don't want to play Chopin, Liszt, Mendelssohn, no, this Granados is one of the choice that you can consider. And is something unique with exotic style. Okay, so the interesting part about this exam piece, the grade 2 piano piece that you're going to complete is called Evening Bell. Okay, so it has the evening bell sign, bell sound, the tone of the evening bell from the church. So please allow me to demonstrate. But I'm playing my own composition instead of the original composition by the Granados, the original composer. So I hope you don't mind I play my version, and I hope you like it. hope you like this song. Okay, this piece has a very interesting bell-like sound at the top voice. Okay, it sounds like this. Okay, so first time I play slightly louder. Second time is slightly softer. Okay, so this piece actually starts with F major. It starts with a tonic chord. Okay, let's analyze the key first. And you can see throughout the first line, you don't see any other accidentals, and it starts with an F major. And this piece, for the first 4 bars, there is no cadence to end this at the end of the first 4 bars. You know, that's the unusual part about this music. Okay, so if you do grade 8 music theory, you notice that at the end of the 4th bar, usually have a cadence. Okay, so what kind of cadence can you consider? So for this composition, usually the first best cadence that we can use is perfect cadence. And then if perfect cadence doesn't fit into the melody, the second cadence you can consider is imperfect cadence. Okay, imperfect cadence cannot, then the third choice will be plagal cadence. Then the last choice then will be the interval cadence. Okay, so I hope you can make this screenshot to remember. These are the first 4 cadences that you can consider to see whether they can fit into the melody, the notes in the melody. Okay, so second line again, there is no accidentals except there is a E flat. Okay, so this E flat can be treated as chord 1 flattened 7. Okay, flatten the 7 note. Okay, so this cannot be considered as modulations because right after this bar, there is an E natural. They cancel the E flat immediately after this bar. Okay, so the first and second line are in F major. Starting from third line, there is a modulation. Not sure you can see the modulation. There is an E flat, and the original key has a B flat. Now they add on the E flat. So B flat plus E flat is the B flat major. Okay, that is the first evidence I found. Okay, so there are mainly 4 evidence to identify modulation. Okay, you look at key signature, you look at accidentals, okay, you look at the opening or ending chords of the phrase. Lastly is the cadence. So these 4 are the rules that to help you to identify the modulation. Okay, so please make a screenshot on this. Okay, because you must be able to find the right key in order to get the right cadence at the end of your phrase. Okay, so for this one, not only I found E flat as an additional key signature, I also can see that there is a cadence. Okay, chord 2 to 5. Cadence of 2 to 5 at the end of this third line, and then the third line end with imperfect cadence. Okay, because 5-1 cannot be used over here. Okay, because it ends with F-A-C-E. So F-A-C-E of this bar is chord 5. So definitely imperfect cadence. Okay, it sound unfinished. Okay, so last line again is still in a B flat major. Why I say it's in a B flat major? Because I can see that the E flat, the B flat chord is still there and the first bar of B flat major, but starting from second bar, okay, I start to see 1C. That is the 1C. As you know, that 1C is a good chord to approach cadence. Okay, so before this 1C, the first bar of last line is I can also find a 5-1 of B flat major. Okay, so after that is 1C of F major, and then B and A flat just nice can form a diminished 7 chord. Okay, so this that A flat is just the accidentals. It doesn't indicate the modulation. B, D, F, A flat, just a diminished 7 chord, which is an unusual chord. Okay, then followed by C, E, G, B. I can end with 5-1, perfect cadence. Because there is a B flat, there's a G, so I can add C and E at the base to form a 5. And last bar, there's a F and A, so 5-1 of F major. Now let's look at the melody. How did I find the melody? And don't forget the beginning, they give you 2 parts writing. Okay, so you need to remember in the third bar, they only give you a lower part. Okay, if you look at the stem is facing down, and then the upper part is a rest. So you need to continue to fill in the bell-like sound of this thing. Okay, and then followed by the next chord of the fourth bar. Bar 4 is the F, A, C. So the last bar is F, A, C. So in the right hand, I also use the same melody, the notes from the F, A, C chord. So I use this one. I answer with in the melody because the F and C is from the chord. Okay, and then second bar, first line, I have a B flat, D, F in the left hand. So it's a B, D, F chord. So in the right hand part, I choose D and F. Okay, so make sure the notes that you choose in the right hand can be matched with the left hand. So I have a D and F. So I just add D, E, F. Okay, so the next chord is C, E, G, B. Okay, so you can see that the melody that I choose are mainly from a harmony, so that your melody and your harmony can match with each other. The next two bars are very easy. They already give you the melody. So I choose chord 1, F, A, C, because this is from chord 1. Okay, F and C. So left hand, I simply use F, A, C to accompany this melody. And the next line, you have D and F. Bar 6. So at the left hand, I put. Okay, so this is how I add the melody and the accompaniment. Okay, the notes are derived from melody, or the melody is derived from the harmony. Okay, so for first and second line, you can make a screenshot like now. Okay, it's already completed for you. Okay, with an analysis. Okay, the third line, there is a B flat major. It starts with a chord 5, F, A, C. And then after that is a B flat major chord, so it's the chord 1, 5, 1. And the next bar, there is a applicatura. Okay, so the C and E flat is just an applicatura. The main harmony is actually B, D, F. Okay, so when the note forming second apart, the first one usually we take it as the applicatura. Then the second chord is the original chord, so it's a B flat major chord. So I start with B flat major, B. Okay. Okay, so this is in B flat major chord. Again, the melody is taken from B flat major chord. Then the next bar I have, there is a chord 5 of B flat major. Okay, which means in your right hand upper part, I want the bell-like sound to come back again. Okay, so you notice this bell-like sound dominant pedal. It's served by a dominant pedal, and when the fifth note is at the top part, it serves as an inverted dominant pedal, bell sound. So in the beginning, we have C as a dominant pedal to serve as a bell-like sound. So when it comes to B flat major, it's the dominant key. Is F. Okay, it's the dominant note of the key. Okay, so Granados is very smart. He made use of dominant note as a bell sound. Last line is start with a 5, 1 to end the B flat major. Okay, so you can see. Okay, it's a B flat major chord to 1. Okay, so first bar end with perfect cadence before it goes back to F major in the second bar of the last line. Okay, second bar of last line, I use 1 C and then dimi7. Okay, so B and A flat, and then I have C, E, G, B. Okay, so that is the dominant 7 of F major. Then after that, resolve to tonic. Okay, so the left hand, I just fill in the notes, D, F, dimi7, C, E flat, C, E, because the right hand melody is already completed for you. So hope you like the lesson today. If you find it useful, please come in to click like and share with the friends, and take a screenshot of this completed melody. It comes with the analysis of chords and cadences and chords progression and key modulations. So thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in my next lesson.